The most ambitious dreamer, but overcome by anxiety. Fiercely strong in spirit, yet weak and weary in mind. Embodying insurmountable joy, but severely depressed. Strikingly bold, yet timid and silent. Fully a people person, but undoubtedly isolated. My story is one of an indescribable amount of hurt, sleepless nights, feelings of defeat, deep depression, and crippling worry. But the only reason you're watching this video right now is because the author and finisher of my story didn't let it in there. 3 years ago, as a freshman in high school, when I decided to step into the life Jesus calls for all of us, one of transparency, one where you don't hide your struggles, but instead take ownership of them and declare that they will not be your identity, I can attest to you right now that today I walk in complete victory over my trials, proclaiming triumph because of my Heavenly Father. Entrusting my suffering to everything but the things of this world, and realizing the fact that depression does not discriminate, tuning out the stigmas towards everything surrounding the idea that just because I love Jesus, I can't possibly suffer from clinical mental illness, and walking in complete freedom because I swallowed my pride and I wore all of my experiences on my sleeve for everyone to see. Publishing them not so people could pity me, rather relate with me and not feel alone. Not so they could look up to me, but rather rejoice with me, cry with me, pray with me, and walk in liberating freedom because of the importance of living out their faith transparently, and loss of the burden that the obligation of putting on your Sunday morning smiles brings to the majority of us. I just want my generation to know that they are worthy, and not alone in anything they face. I want to tell the women selling themselves, giving themselves away, or may have had their innocence and dignity taken from them, that there is so much better. That the Creator of the stars in the sky created them with even more value, and that their worth is not in what they see when they look in the mirror, or the temporary reassurance they may feel from that guy, but rather in Genesis, where we are made known of the fact that we are not only created by God, but divinely created in His image. You are absolutely worthy of all He has for you. It's immeasurably more than you could ever dream of or imagine. You are breathtakingly beautiful. I want to tell the guy who feels like nothing he will ever do could measure up to the stature of expectations he may face, that he is enough, more than enough, and will always be enough in his Father's eyes. You are so valued and looked up to. I want to tell the teenager who is discouraged in their faith, searching everywhere to find themselves or fit in with the crowd, that they were made for so much more than the ways of this world, and that while sometimes it is lonely walking in the light, Jesus always comes full circle, and they always have community in the kingdom. You were created for such a time as this. I want to tell the mother or father that feels like they aren't capable of the job that has been entrusted to them, that Jesus does not make mistakes, and while eyes are definitely on you, as long as yours are focused on things above, you will raise a trailblazer, a world changer, and a leader, because you are one yourself. I want to look people in the eye who feel any sorts of guilt, shame, or insecurity, and tell them that they were deemed perfect, worth dying for, when all of their debts were paid in full on the cross. You are cherished, altogether wonderful, and completely secure in His love. I want to lovingly tell anyone that is searching for fulfillment in anything but the gospel that the hole they feel, that missing link, the void, and feeling of brokenness can be fully restored and fulfilled if they would just answer the door in their heart that their Heavenly Father has been so eagerly awaiting at since the day they were knitted together in their mother's womb. You are wanted, desired, and absolutely on purpose, for a purpose. I often tell people that Faith is my middle name and my story, simply because of the fact that while in the short period of life that I have experienced thus far, I have experienced a lot of hardship and mess. That because of this guy called Jesus that I have been referring to, I can share this message with you today. I am here to tell you that the same author who wrote my story is writing yours. And while I won't spoil the ending of mine, it's because he is far from done. And because you have air in your lungs, he's nowhere near finished with yours either. Join me in living out your faith transparently. It's the most liberating, revealing, freeing, insanely beautiful roller coaster you'll ever hop into. Hey friends, my name is Faith McRoberts, and I am the author of Living Out Transparent Faith. My heart behind the script of the video you just watched was the exact same when writing this book, and was meant for anyone that needs to hear encouragement, needs to hear how worthy and valued they are, or needs somebody to be real, raw, and transparent with them. Jesus did not give us struggles to keep them to ourselves, and in this book, I talk about many struggles that we all may face, and I don't hold anything back. While written from a young woman's perspective, it's applicable to anybody, and my prayer for you is that when you get your hands on this book, that you keep your mind, heart, and soul open to anything that Jesus has for you. I'm so thankful you're a part of my journey, and don't forget to use the hashtag LOTFbook on social media when talking about it. And also on Instagram and Twitter, tag me at Lauren McRob. I'm so thankful for you, and I can't wait for you to get your hands on it.